Penn State Greater Allegheny Athletics, I'm Zach Ziegler. Hello everyone and welcome to another edition of Coach Chat. Currently joined by Penn State Greater Allegheny head basketball coach Tyler Kerr. And Tyler, a great season for you guys last week. Your new season gets kicked off here in about a week or so. You won the PSUAC last year. We're third place overall in the USCAA tournament. How do you take that success from last year and bring it into the new season this year?
Yeah, last year, very historic season for us. Probably the best season that the school's ever had for men's basketball. Really carrying it over is just the returners. We got 9 guys returning. We have 3 seniors that have played a big role the last couple years. So relying on them and their experiences from the last year, that's going to be huge carrying into this year and molding the new guys to what we do.
And you mentioned those 9 returners. How important is that, having those guys with experience on the team to help the new recruits who are coming in this season?
It's huge. First couple practices, most of the returners know what I'm about to say before I say it, and they do. They're an extension of me on the floor, and they hold the young guys accountable. I've had to do a lot less discipline things during practice because they're on them early, telling them what we do, what we don't do, how we do things, the intensity level we bring. So that's been great. I've been able to rely on them a little bit more, and it's made my job a lot easier.
And your 3 seniors this year, Kai Hicks, Curtis Newby, and Jeremy McMahon, have had a lot of success in this program. How do they help you as a coach, really, as a coach on the floor almost for them?
It's huge. Last year they really led the way for us, both mentally and, with their play. Kai, arguably one of the best players to ever come through this program. He does anything I've asked him to do. In his 3 years here, he's came off the bench. He's been a starter. He's scored a lot. He's sacrificed points. He's been an assist guy. He's going to do a little bit of everything for us this year. Kurt, probably the best rebounder to ever come through this program. One of the best big men, guard/forwards in our league. He does anything I ask. He's very coachable. He's tough. The guys listen to him because of that. And Jeremy McMahon has been there, done that. He's been in a lot of different situations. He's a heck of a shooter, so that's huge. We can rely on him to hit big shots. He hit a couple game winners last year for us, and expecting big things from all 3 this year.
And a lot of new recruits coming in on the team as well. You have the 9 returners, but a big recruiting class. What have you seen from these new guys, and has there been anybody who's stood out for you exceptionally?
We have a couple transfers that came in that I think will help us right away and make a big impact, and then we have a couple freshmen that really could make a big impact as freshmen and possibly vie for newcomer of the year in the conference. Karan Fleming has been a bright spot as a freshman. I think he's the most college ready of our freshman class right now. He's a tough kid. He's a local kid. He brings an intensity level, and he can shoot the ball. So I think he's going to help us a lot. Our transfers, we have a transfer from St. Vincent, Monte Newsom, that I think is going to help us in the paint a lot. He's really been rebounding the ball well in preseason. He's athletic. He's tough, and he can shoot it from about 15 feet, so he's not a bad player. And then we have Kenny Roos, who is, was a phenomenal player at New Ken last year, made the switch to come over here, and, expecting big things from him. He can handle the ball, he plays defense, he's unselfish, just a great all-around player. So, and then there's a host of players that I didn't mention that are really going to help us, and I think it helps really with our depth. Last year, that was something that really hurt us in the USCAA national tournament. We had some foul trouble, some injuries, and all of a sudden we didn't have much to go to on the bench. So this year, I think our depth is going to be one of our biggest weapons, and I think that'll help us win a lot more games.
And as well as you being the head coach, you also have a bunch of assistants on the court: Coach Prince, Coach Collin, Coach Roman, just to name a few, and a bunch of other guys who help you out. How do you rely on your assistants, and how do they help you out in the day-to-day operation of the team?
Well, a lot of the guys have been with me for a while. Prince and I go way back. He played with me at Penn State Beaver. He played here at Greater Allegheny for 3 years. Great player. We went through a lot of battles together. He knows what I want and how I want to do things. So he brings an intensity level that's great, that the guys need. Roman, he's been on campus now for a couple years and played in college and works with our big guys and is very knowledgeable. Colin's been around the program since I got here 4 years ago. Guys love him. He's a very likable guy. He'll do anything for the guys. He'll rebound for them. He'll pass. He'll get on the floor and practice if he needs to. And then, of course, my dad, he's been with me since the beginning. He's kind of that stable influence that keeps me even keel, keeps the guys even keel. He does a lot of watching body language and watching different things on the bench and kind of relays that to me, so he's invaluable as well. Yeah, I mean, the staff's great. It's going to be a fun year.
And finally, you guys have already played one scrimmage last Saturday, and they have one more scrimmage coming up on Tuesday. As a coach, what do you look for in those scrimmages from your guys?
Really effort, energy, and enthusiasm. You know, I tell them if they can bring those three things, I can teach them everything else. I can't really teach the energy. I can't get that out of them. They have to bring that themselves. You know, the first scrimmage was just getting live action against somebody other than ourselves. So it was fun. The guys, they responded well. They played hard. You know, and I thought we did a good job of running what we had in so far. The next scrimmage, West Virginia Wesleyan on Tuesday, it's going to be a tough one. You know, they're perennially a top team in the Mountain East Conference. They're very good. They're very tough. It's a scholarship school. So we're going to get tested pretty good on Tuesday, and that's going to be good for the guys. You know, it'll expose some weaknesses and some things we need to work on. But at the same time, it's good competition, and it'll see where we're at.
Thanks, Tyler. Good luck in your opener on Friday as well.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
For Penn State Greater Allegheny Athletics, I'm Zach Ziegler.